throbbing like crazy right now.
I forgot about this part. Hi guys, Renegade68 here with the second half of the class trial.
To think that the person who killed the wonderful Mahiru Koizumi is in this room.
Koizumi? Koizumi? Is that what you said? Koizumi?
Impossible! Impossible! That's so impossible! There's no way I can believe that! Oh, I can't do anything. How annoying. But I'm just gonna believe in everyone. That's the least I can do. Everyone do your best. Don't lose to yourselves. And don't forget to save regularly.
Man, these little Monami things are getting annoying.
Well, now that we've decided to believe Hiyoko, now what?
Good point. Don't know.
If the killer was luring Hiyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue.
Do you mean the letter?
Possibly.
No, it was probably the gummy.
The yellow gummy that Hiyoko shouldn't have?
Huh? Candy can be a clue?
Well, yeah, because, you know, that's the candy she didn't like. So someone who wasn't very close to her must have used it, I guess. Oh, you know what? Fuyuhiko might have done that. Because Fuyuhiko knew about the gummy without really ever examining. So, it's possible Fuyuhiko, while not being the killer, did plant the evidence. Like, he planted the gummy there and was all like, ha! Now everyone's gonna think she's the killer. Take suspicion away from me. Maybe? Wait. But if he's not the killer, that'd be stupid. Maybe he just wanted to take suspicion away from himself? I don't know. He's up to something.
Hey, when you woke up, was the gummy already there?
Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't.
Now that is intriguing. Although, I feel like we saw Fuyuhiko, yeah, before Hiyoko. We saw him first. Which means it's less likely that he's the one who planted it.
Just as I thought.
It could have been soda cans that planted it. He got there before me. Soda cans. Oh my gosh, soda cans. It's looking like you could be the thing.
Just as you thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hiyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hiyoko fled from the beach house?
That's what it's seeming like. Could it be soda cans? Maybe.
The killer returned to the scene of the crime after I left?
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
Possibly, but I don't know about that.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide! I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away, but there was nobody there.
There are some dark parts of the shower room, though.
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
Maybe it does, right, soda can? It's possible. You know, the longer they take to not address the fact that he has an alibi, the more I think, even without anything pointing towards him, that it could be him.
I wonder. At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened. That's what I think.
I'd agree. I want to play a new game. Is that what you're thinking? Logic Dive? If so, I prepare the perfect product for you, because I think that's the only thing we haven't done yet. You'll dive into your own brain and logically discern the mysterious answer from several questions. It's called the Logic Dive. During the Logic Dive, you'll control a version of yourself created from an image within your brain. Your task is to reach the goal, the final destination of the Synapse course. Look at Nikito over there, just with his crazy eyes. I love him. You can move sideways with the left stick, and accelerate with the X button, or R button. Okay. Press the O button to brake, and triangle or L button to jump. Okay, I'll probably use L for that. O to brake. Okay, gotcha. There will be various obstacles you encounter as you progress through the course. So make sure you're familiar with these controls so you can reach the goal. On your journey, you will take damage every time you fall into a gap. Or bump walls. Okay. Also, upon reaching a certain point, there will be a branching questions in the course. The answers split into different paths, so please proceed down the path of the answer you think is correct. Branching questions will appear several times in one course. Please be careful. Any questions will appear several times in one course. Please be careful. Okay. Highly recommend that you make good use of the break. That's my meddlesome advice to you. Oh, okay. If you press the start button during the logic dive, you can review the controls. Gotcha. I think I know what I'm doing for now, but I might change it up. Maybe. Well then, good luck and have fun. She's right, this might be a very important clue. If the killer tampered with the evidence after Hyoko ran away from the beach house, when did the killer arrive and depart from the beach house? Think. If I just focus and think about it, I'm sure I'll be able to find the answer. Alright, I'm gonna do it! Real quick, before we start this... Holy crap, this is trippy. Haha! That's... Whoa, this is... Oh, I love the references. Real quick, though. Okay, so... X is accelerate... Or R. I could use R to accelerate, maybe. 0 is to brake. Squared is nothing. Triangle could jump. Alright, I could do... I'm trying to make it so buttons I don't have to... Maybe I could do R accelerate, L jump, O brake. I wish I could do X for something, and do R and L for something. I wish you could, you know, do whatever you wanted, but okay. Alright, so, okay, accelerate, jump, accelerate, jump, accelerate, jump, accelerate, jump, accelerate, jump, accelerate, jump, brake, accelerate, okay. Accelerate, jump, brake. Okay, I think I have it. I think. Hopefully. Accelerate. There we go. Oh. There we go. What do we got? What do we got? Come on. Yeah, this reminds me... Hey, man, this is such a reference to things. Question 1. When did the killer arrive at the beach house? Before Hyoko arrived. I think? Maybe. Wait, really? Actually, probably after. I don't know. It could have been after. Now that I think about it more, very much could have been after. Question 2. When did the killer leave the beach house? Before Hyoko left. Oh, I failed! Shit! Okay. It was before Hyoko. Before Hyoko left. No? Okay, I'm wrong. I love how this works, actually. This is cool. I'm fucking up, but it's cool. So it's after Hyoko left? I suppose that's possible. And I guess they're saying it's true, so okay. Whoa! Question 3. Where was the killer hiding while Hyoko was unconscious? The beach? No? I thought maybe it was, you know, if it was Pico. I don't know. Okay, so I guess it was the beach house. But where? I thought she looked everywhere. I don't know where this is going. Is that it? Is that it? But where was she hiding in the beach house? Okay, so the killer arrived at the beach house before Hyoko arrived. Left the beach house after Hyoko left. Alright, but where would the killer have been hiding?
It's all coming together.
I don't get it. I thought she looked in the shower room. A dark part of the shower room?
Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing.
Although, if the killer did do that, then it makes it not soda cans. Maybe.
Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it in another language so you can understand?
Do I have to explain to you why you're stupid and shut the fuck up? Cause hopefully not, cause I actually don't know where Hajime is going with this.
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
Yeah, she went from innocent baby face to I'm a bitch!
No, there should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Hiyoko.
Are you sure?
Oh, what are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make Akane bop you on the head and shut you up for good!
You know that would be another class trial, right? Shouldn't joke about things like that. I really don't want that to happen to me. I need to answer by all means. Oh, I have to pick a place? The place where Hiyoko hasn't looked, but she looked in the shower room and she woke up in the closet. That's everywhere. Behind the refrigerator. Maybe you can move it. You're gonna climb a mountain made of ice? There's always fighting when you play with two players.
Crap!
But she's looked in all the places. She was hiding outside? But I said outside.
Crap!
Yeah. I don't get it. I don't get it. It was in the shower room? A dark place to shower?
Crap!
What? Well, how can it be in there?
Here!
What? That's where she woke up!
The killer was probably hiding in the closet.
Didn't she wake up in the closet? Otherwise, if she didn't look in the closet, then, you know, we can throw out the theory that, you know, with the gummy. She said that she didn't see the gummy, which implies she looked in the closet, or was in the closet.
The closet? That's where I was locked up!
Yeah.
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right?
Really? Did she not really?
And you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
Really?
But could two people even hide in such a small place? And without Hiyoko knowing?
I'd have to get another good look at the room.
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
Really? The killer made sure to arrange a hiding place in advance. I can only think of one place. That's right. The place where the killer was hiding inside the closet was... Shit. I don't know. Underneath the floor? If you don't say it outright, I'm sure people won't understand. Oh. Well, okay. I really couldn't tell ya. Behind all the stuff?
Crap!
No, like, behind the cooler. There's no way she could have been hiding in the suits, but I guess I'll just pick the suits. No.
Crap!
I don't see this. Am I dumb? I'm probably a bit dumb. Underneath a board thing?
Crap!
Up on this shelf, way up here. Oh, time's up! Shit. Game over? Even F-Zeros run hot during time attack. Okay,
Crap.
great. Oh, wow. I'd rather just get a game over at this point. So, I don't know. There shouldn't be that many places. I don't get it. I don't get it. I have no idea. Up here? Way up there?
Crap!
Okay, over here. I'm just gonna start clicking places at random now. Yup, game over time. Game over. Game over, game over. I get it, I get it, I get it. Let me retry. Yep, yep. Okay. Next. Let's go. Let's go. I kind of understand why they have to say Hajime is the killer now, because if they say anyone else and say, oh, you're wrong, then we know they're not the killer. But, still.
Do you think the killer might have...
They were killing in the closet somehow, in a place I can't think of. I am stupid. This case clearly has shown me. There have been some moments that I think are just dumb, but sometimes just being stupid, I guess. I don't know. Apparently, she's in here somewhere.
But that...
I don't know where she is. Don't ask me. I've tried, like, so many places.
Crap!
I don't know, but I've been told.
Crap!
Where the fuck else is there?
Crap! Here!
What? What?
What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure they could have hidden in there.
That was like the first fucking thing I clicked! Are you kidding? Was I not completely on it? Bullshit game. You could go back and watch it in the video, or I'm gonna definitely see it in the editing. That was the first thing that came to my mind. Oh, maybe they were hiding under the surfboard. I clicked on it. It didn't work, and then I'm like, well, then I don't fucking know where they are. What the fuck? Fuck you, game. Fuck you, because definitely that was something that had to do with precision. Your precision was off, because I definitely clicked it. I just clearly wasn't clicking it close enough.
Huh? Inside the surfboard case?
Yeah, it was one of the first things that I clicked, if you didn't notice. Even though the game said apparently I didn't!
But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think? 2 surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a case. The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place. 'Cause we haven't been on this island that long, so the closet shouldn't have been that messy, I think.
Then, the killer was close to me during that time?
Dun dun dun!
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
It's kind of like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
Well, that kind of kills the idea that Soda Can's the killer, but it's like they haven't even addressed it. Like, oh, he has an alibi. They haven't even brought that up, not even once. That's why it's kind of silly. In fact, we still haven't gotten into the whole 3 witnesses thing.
Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
I think that's not the killer. That's no. Okay, here's my prediction. The killer's not hiding in there. Fuyahiko is hiding in there. I mean, that's the only way we can start explaining things. I think.
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
Anyway, the killer hid silently, and after making sure Hiyoko left, they finally left the surfboard case.
I agree with that as well.
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
No, having his opinion's good. He's smart.
There's no way the killer would leave Hiyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan. Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house, watching Hiyoko.
Saying whatever you want, even if we didn't ask. All right, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch ya!
What?
Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
What is it?
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
Is he finally going to ask about the 3 witnesses thing? Because I think that's what he's going to ask about. I hope so.
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time. As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body, right?
Thank fucking finally.
Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people?
Thank fucking finally! Holy shit! All through the first game, I wondered that, and it was never cleared up. Thank you, Nagito, for asking a smart question. Seriously, Kyoko never thought to ask that? Byakuya never thought to ask that? Jeez. Nagito, you're like my savior. I love you. Oh.
Yeah, that's true, but, well, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
You don't sound very articulate.
Jeez, you're pretty annoying for noticing something like that.
I noticed it way back when! Oh my gosh, please, give us an answer!
I know it sounds like an excuse, But the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction. It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
That doesn't matter to me right now.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
Flexibility, huh? So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
He can't just say that. He's not going to give you that answer.
Jeez, fine. You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
Really? It's as simple as that? Ugh. Screw you, game. Like, Soda Can's thing never went anywhere. Really? Like, he just, he has an alibi, and it, I don't know, to me that seems dumb. And so, now we also know Hyoko can't be, and then there's a third person. Who it is? Maybe Fuyuhiko? I don't know.
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
Damn it, Soda Cans, you're off the hook.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat strange. More importantly, let's get back to our original topic.
It is strange.
You're the one who went on a tangent.
We should really get into that, as in who are the 3 witnesses. Soda Cans, Hyoko, probably, if she really is the killer, and then probably Fuyuhiko, I'm guessing?
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
Wait, no, the killer couldn't have been. If the killer had killed, no wait. Yeah, if the killer had killed, and then went back into the room where Hyoko was, hidden the surfboard, and then came back out, you could consider that coming back to the crime scene, right? Maybe? You see, I don't know. Assuming that, then that means the killer wasn't the one hiding in the surfboard. The killer left the crime scene and never came back. Was not part of the 3 people. I believe that's what we just deduced. In which case, the person hiding in the surfboard was not the killer. It was probably Fuyuhiko.
And after Hyoko ran away,
Wait.
the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
It couldn't be Fuyuhiko. He came out first. He came out before Hyoko. Alright, my theory just went to shit. What does that mean? Because if the killer went back to the scene of the crime... Because, yeah, they left the room and then went in the room with Hyoko. Then Hyoko saw the body and left, and then they would have had to see the body afterwards. If Hyoko counts as one of the people, would the killer have... Then that couldn't have been the killer. Because... Which means Fuyuhiko didn't count as one of the witnesses? I'm getting confused now.
However, before we proceed any further, there's something we have to make clear. The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
Plenty of mysteries haven't been solved yet.
It's going to be alright. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer too. Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
I want to get back to the 3-person discovery thing. Well, that's what's important. Now then, I shall explain to you the final feature in the non-stop debates. Taking someone's argument and using it against someone else. Finally. From this point forward, you'll now be able to use the truth flashback. What? Hold down the triangle button. Or touch and hold the screen. You can... Okay. Yeah, alright, gotcha. If you aim at the remark's weak spot and keep it in that position, you'll be able to memorize it. Phrase can only be fired once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change to a different truth bullet, it will disappear from the truth cylinder. You can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or mistake in your available truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time to flashback? Well, you just have to trust your keen wits, won't you? I'm assuming this time has to be it. By the way, you'll not be able to agree with anyone while you're using the truth flashback. What? Why not? Can't I just say, oh, your argument and your argument go together? No? Okay. Please remember that it is only effective when refuting points. Good luck and have fun. Pfft, that's silly. Okay, fine. Oh, wow. Just one. In other words, yes, you have to use a flashback.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the
Oh,
bloody
fuck.
wetsuit?
They cut it up and whoosh.
Okay, I know what I'm
Someone who
doing.
flushes their shit every morning, I can declare, it would definitely clog the toilet.
Maybe it's the other way around? Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
Okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna take Chiaki's and present it to Fuyuhiko's. I just gotta get back to that point.
What did the killer do
I have to
with
slow
the
down
blood on
time.
their
Maybe they simply washed...
They couldn't use the shower, so washing it off would have been...
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something
Other than the shower.
There we go.
What did they do with the bloody... They cut it up and...
As someone who flushes it would definitely clog the...
Maybe it's the other way around. Perhaps someone other than the... Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been
Impossible.
Gotcha!
No, that's wrong.
I was right. Johnny and Bosch, don't tell me I'm wrong. Jeez.
If they just needed to wash off the blood, they didn't necessarily have to use the shower.
They had a whole big watering sea ocean thing to use. Pecco, you're starting to look like the killer. Thank God. I was scared it might turn out to be Ibuki. Although nothing is really pointed to Ibuki, but I don't know. She's part of the Twilight Center murder case, so that alone made her kind of suspicious.
They could have just as easily used something else.
something other than the shower. Like what?
Something other than the shower was used to wash off the blood. It's possible that the drink... Oh, the drinks also.
I see!
I was about to say the C, but, you know, drinks also work.
Drinks inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
And Pecco would have still showed up with water on her and said she was investigating.
I've seen through it.
Oh! You're starting to get pissed at me because you're seeing that I'm seeing through you. Pecco's the killer. Calling it now.
That's impossible.
Why?
Yeah, Pecco's the killer. Calling it.
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand that there's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used.
How come? Bring it! I'll cut through your words. And you're the swordsman. Metal bat, iron barred window, shower room, trash
It's
can?
true there were drinks in the beach house refrigerator. However, try thinking of one bottled drink. It wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
Nah. Tony Pico's voice is so threatening it might cut me. Okay.
It's true there were drinks in the beach house refrigerator. However, try thinking of one bottled drink. It wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down!
Oh, I suck at mashing. Apparently I'm good enough.
We can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were only flavored drinks. If
Oh,
you
shit.
use those, the blood won't come off in your body. They will leave it, especially if that alone would raise suspicion.
Okay. I just gotta get my statement. The first, yeah, okay, trash can. I should have used her evidence to use against her argument now.
Didn't I say it was impossible?
There we go.
There were no
Found
water
it.
bottles in the refrigerator.
Oh, no,
There were only
shit.
flavored drinks with colored dye. If you use those to wash blood off, the blood won't come off and your body will leave an aromatic smell too. Especially if you used a lock that alone would raise suspicion.
Okay, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I just need to find the statement.
Impossible? There were no water bottles
Wait.
in the refrigerator.
Take this!
Allow me to cut through those.
Gotcha. I outsorted the swordswoman. That's a thing.
No, there were water bottles inside the refrigerator.
Take that, Pico! She's the killer. Thank God. I was scared it was gonna be Ibuki, actually.
How many times do I have to tell you? There were no water bottles in there whatsoever.
How would you not know? You were there.
That was after the incident, right? But before the incident, there were water bottles in the fridge. And the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used? That's a logical fallacy.
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence inside the trash can. Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Ah, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
Well, now that you mention it, when I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
So they are filled with water.
You should have said so sooner.
Dumbass soda cans is a dumbass.
Then, the plastic water bottles were used in place of a shower.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
Hold on a sec. Now I think about it, if they soaked their entire body with a bunch of plastic bottles, if they did that, that person would be...
It seems you've realized who the killer is.
I'd say this is a bit obvious, but it's more like this is a bit out of nowhere. I think. Because, I mean, now that we're at this point, I'm like, yeah, it's obvious, but... Now it feels too obvious. The one with Teru Teru was less obvious, that's for sure.
See? Just as I thought.
Hold on. You know who the killer is?
I've got a pretty good theory.
Is that true?
Let me ask, who might that be?
I don't even want to say it. It feels like it's too obvious of a... Like with Teru Teru, it was the kind of thing where it made sense, but it wasn't, well, duh. This is well, duh. This is very well, duh. Wash off the blood that splattered onto them. That killer, Mahiru's killer, must be that person. Is this really happening? Really? It's Pico then.
You're the only one! Peko. Is it you?
But why?
Hey, what are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer.
Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer?
Because if you moved the body to block the door, you would have gotten blood on you, and then you washed it off with all the water bottles.
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. Your appearance when you came to the diner
Was very muscular. I was like, holy shit, put a man on that face, man face on that body, and I would believe it's a man, other than the boobs. There it is again. Hajime and Kazuichi, why are you two here? Hey, aren't you breathing pretty heavily? I just did a little swimming.
If the killer really did wash the blood off with water bottles, they'd have to drench their entire body. But there were no towels in the beach house, and it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry. So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
Not a very good cover story if no one else was wet.
Don't just stay silent! Say something!
Is this really all there is to it? If it is, then this isn't as good as the first case, that's for sure.
Hold on, you bastard!
What?
You saw her at the diner! You never saw her near the beach house, right?
Where are you going with this?
So maybe she really was swimming!
What is your connection to Pico?
No one even saw her swimming.
No. I saw her.
Oh. Is it not Pico? Thank God, question mark? Because that was too obvious? But now I'm scared again that it might be Buki. Please no. Because yeah, she has nothing, like, she has no motive. It kind of came a bit out of nowhere. It was just like, oh, she had to have water on her. That means she's the killer. Yeah. Kind of dumb. But anyways, so yeah, you saw her swimming, but, and that would make you the third witness, I think, but, I don't know yet. Just keep going.
Huh? After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths with her on my way home.
Oh, you mean at the first beach?
So there's no doubt. She would have arrived at the diner from the opposite direction of the beach house.
Why are you being so hesitant? Are you the killer? I would like that, but it would be a bit weird.
Hold on. That's strange. Didn't you just say this earlier?
Just a coincidence, but I passed by that diner. I didn't even pay attention to the beach house. So you're the third witness. Or maybe you're the killer. I don't know. Went straight back to the hotel after, so you guys didn't see anyone during that time. Okay, so pinning Pico as the killer wasn't because she's the killer, but what it did do was it advanced to finally getting Fuyuhiko to say something, because he realized otherwise we would have pinned her as the killer and we'd all get executed.
You told me you didn't see anyone. Don't try to tell me you forgot about that.
In other words, he's not the killer, he's the third witness. I think. But then who was hiding in the... If the killer was really... Do they count it? Game, you haven't been clear enough. If the person was hiding in the surfboard in the other room, and then Yoko came out and was like, oh, I'm a witness, and then the killer came out, do they not count as a witness now?
Not so fast! It's too soon to decide she's a killer! We haven't established how the killer was able to leave the beach house!
Being awfully defensive.
Now that you mention it, you're right.
We also haven't established how the other witness was able to leave. Someone probably used the window, which means the killer had an accomplice? I don't know who that would be. Who would willing to be an accomplice other than Nagito?
The roadside door was blocked. And if it's impossible to leave from the beachside without leaving footprints, then how the fuck did the killer escape?
Why are you all fired up, Fuyuhiko? You're not the suspect. Peko is.
Well, if he's the killer, if he's not the killer, then he'll be afraid of getting executed. There's that.
Who cares about that? Answer me! If you have an explanation, then show me what you got!
Although it does feel like there's more to it than that.
We might have an answer.
I think I'm starting to see something forming in my mind. It just doesn't make much sense. What connection do Pico and Fuyuhiko have? It's like Fuyuhiko's trying to give Pico a stronger alibi.
Huh?
Do you really? This mystery seems unsolvable.
Well, if Peko is the killer, then I might just have an answer to that mystery.
Oh, she could probably get out through the shower room window on her own? She wouldn't even need a piggyback because she's a ninja?
I see. Then let's hear this alleged method of escaping the beach house.
Is she the killer? Is that really the direction we're going in? I don't know.
First, let's establish how the killer escaped.
For their escape route, there's only one answer. In fact, the only possible thing I can think of is that opening. The small window.
I see! If the roadside and beachside doors aren't an option, the only other thing I can think of is... well, nothing really. Except that small window in the shower room.
Very intriguing.
Huh. Don't you know how high that window is? There's no way Peko could have reached it.
I knew that would come into play, but I really wasn't sure how. And yeah, she could have if either A, she had help, or B, she's like a ninja.
But what if, for instance, she got help from someone?
She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders, but then that person would have been left behind.
Is it possible an object was used? A rope, for instance?
Yeah, here's a question. If someone did help Pico get out, how would they get out? Because the only footprints leading out of the house are Hyoko's. So, let's say, for instance, Fuyuhiko is her accomplice, for whatever the fuck reason. How would he get out? He wouldn't have moved the body. So, what did he do? He didn't leave any footprints.
And what happened to the rope after they used it? And don't say something stupid like they threw it outside.
Oh, in fact, now that I'm just thinking about this, if he came out of the beach house before Hyoko, then once again, he would have left before Hyoko, which means maybe he wasn't the accomplice. What is your role? You're confusing me.
Of course not! That would violate the school trip rule!
Littering is not allowed.
Littering is prohibited. Even if it might be evidence, rules are still rules.
You see? There's no way they'd be able to escape from that window.
They would just have an accomplice. Or something. I don't know where this is going.
No, they just have to use an object.
Or not an accomplice?
Chiaki, don't fall asleep on us! We just said they couldn't use an object!
They could use an object without littering.
You did? I thought you were saying they couldn't dispose of an object. I see. You don't have to throw it away if you can just hide it somewhere on your body.
Like a bamboo sword you carry with you everywhere? Would she be the kind of person who could totally like balance on her sword and get up to the window and then pull it up? Maybe.
Huh? Pekka was wearing a swimsuit, remember? Where would she even hide an object?
In plain sight. The thing she always has with her.
And if you say she hid it in her special place, I'll stab you in yours! No! Please don't be violent!
Even if the killer used an object to escape out the window, they wouldn't have been able to get rid of it. So, the only thing I can think of is that the killer must have hid it somewhere. If that's the case, focus and think. The object the killer used to escape out the window. Okay, hangmans. I don't really know what they're going with this. Is it the sword? Bamboo sword? Oh my god, it's the sword. Okay. Yep, it's the sword. They hit it on their person. I can speed this up, right? Yes, I can. It's bamboo. Oh. Where's the O? There it is, finally. And now, I guess I need a W? I'm bad at spelling. Do I need another O? Let's test it. Ah! Let's test it! Fuck! Let's test it. I do need another O. There we go. Thank God. I need an S. S. Ah, shit! First fuck up. I need an S. There we go. Is this a W? No. It would be an M. There's a W. Taking her sweet time to give me an R. Now I just need a D.
I got it!
Peko, you carry that bamboo sword on your back at all times, right?
Is this really where we're going with this? I don't get it. Okay.
If I recall correctly, you had it then too.
Maybe she's the third witness? That still wouldn't make sense.
Despite the fact that you had a swimsuit on, you were still wearing your bamboo sword.
Are you saying she used that bamboo sword to escape through the window?
Yeah. Peko used that bamboo sword as a step stool and escaped out the window.
Sword as a step stool? You see? I knew it! I knew it was a ninja! Didn't I tell ya? A ninja could have climbed that easily!
You did say that.
Ninjas know a climbing trick where they lean their sword against a wall and use the handguard as a step stool.
You didn't make that part clear.
Wow! Just like a Japanese ninja!
But she's a swordswoman. Not quite the same.
Miss Sonia, ninjas only exist in Japan.
Well, it is a bamboo sword, but I'm sure a slender girl like Peko could easily use it to climb.
Well, Peko, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, do you? Like how you relate it all to this murder case? Time has come once again for the panic talk action. Oh my god, is there something new? Why is there a tutorial? Let's talk a little bit about fever time and nega time. No! From this point on, you'll be able to use fever time by pressing the R button during PTA. When fever time is activated, the tempo will be pushed to its max. Okay. But that's not all. You won't miss during fever time either. By pressing the X button, when applicable, you can destroy your opponent's verbal assault. But only until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Of course, you're not the only one who can get the upper hand. There's something called nega time that your opponent can use too. If your opponent activates nega time, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite difficult to press the button in rhythm. So in that case, please time the rhythm not with your eyes, but with your ears and your passionate heart. I do it with my ears anyways. Although, can I use fever to cancel out nega? I never played the first game, so I never really paid attention to that. If you can't clear it, you can always change the difficulty setting. Not gonna tell them that they'll have to redo the class trial for that chapter if they do that. Hee. Well then, good luck and have fun.
But hold on a sec, you bastard!
It's with you?
You're saying she used her sword as a step stool and went out the fucking window? Then what about the sword? It would have been left in the shower room and she wouldn't have been able to recover it, dumbass!
Fuyuhiko, why do you even care?
Shut up! Just shut the fuck up and answer me! If you have an answer, then fucking give it to me! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
Fuyuhiko, why are you... Okay. Yeah, Hajime just looks so confused. Totally.
Proof, you bastard! That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? Bastard! Got proof, you bastard? You're pissing me off! You're pissing me off! Bastard! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible!
Oh no, fever time's over. Oh, but...
If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool,
Sword
it
bag.
would have been left behind!
Bamboo sword bag? Bamboo sword bag! Bamboo sword bag?
You bastard! Shut up!
Shit!
Shut up! Shut
Go!
up!
Fever time!
Fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard! Bastard! Got proof. If she used the bamboo sword
bag.
This is the end.
There we go. That's the only sentence that makes sense.
If she used her bamboo sword as a step stool, she could have recovered it with her sword bag.
Actually, why? How? How is that different than just picking up her sword?
When she leaned her sword against the wall
see.
to use as a stepstool, she tied her sword bag to it.
Yeah, like if I paid more attention to the sword bag, I probably could have gotten that.
And after she climbed up to the window, as long as she hauled the bag up toward her, she would have been able to recover her bamboo sword.
I still don't get where this is going. Is Pico really the killer? Is it that obvious? Slash, is what is going on with Fuyuhiko?
I see. Not just the bamboo sword, but even the sword bag too. She used them both to escape. Akane said she's like a ninja, but it's nothing as silly as that.
She's the ultimate swordswoman.
Simply put, only Peko could have performed this feat. An escape plan befitting of the ultimate swordswoman. Even so, how disappointing. If you'd only let me work with you, it would have been an even greater plan.
Oh, Nikito.
No, you just back off.
Is it true? Did you really kill Mahiru?
You don't even have anything to do with the Twilight murder case.
Hold on! You're just making assumptions!
And what the hell's wrong with you? Is she like actually your sister or something and your sister never died, or... I don't know.
You don't have any proof. I won't accept this unless there's proof! Got it, you bastard?
It's fine.
Huh?
I said it's fine. Saying anything more would just be an exercise in futility.
I don't get it. She admitted it just now, right? She admitted she's Mihiru's killer, right? But is this right? Even though Fuyuhiko was the one arguing with us, Pico just admitted it so freely.
Among flowers, the cherry blossom. Among men, the samurai. I commend your decisiveness, at least.
Okay, here's a theory. Fuyuhiko is the killer. But Pekoyama is Fuyuhiko's sister? Fuyuhiko killed Mihiru, which is the obvious outcome. And then somehow it's like, but I'm your sister. Or something. I will make it look like I'm the killer. Or something. Maybe? I don't know.
Very well. If you admit it, this ends now. Let's cast our votes.
Agreed. Hurry up and vote.
She's not the killer. She's not the killer. The killers don't just give up like this.
Hold on. Let me confirm one thing first.
The third witness. This is where things are gonna get important, in my opinion. For one thing, Fuyuhiko said he saw her, like, not at the beach house, but at the other places they were passing by. Which means he had to be lying if she is the killer. Also, who's the third witness? If Soda-Cans is one witness, and Hyoko is the second witness, who's the third? Has to be Fuyuhiko, right? Which means he has to have been there, so how did he leave the beach house? Either he exited out the door... No, because the killing must have happened. He must have been given a piggyback back by, Peko or something.
Can it wait until after the voting?
No! You're totally letting yourself die, aren't you? Because Fuyuhiko is the killer, right? Is that where this is going? Maybe?
This is important, and it relates to the voting. It's about Peko's motive.
She has none as far as we know.
My motive?
In the end, you had no connection to the events depicted in Twilight Syndrome murder case, right?
We think.
Then, why did you kill Mahiru?
So it's about that. Let's see. If I must answer that question, I must say it was for the sake of justice.
Are you kidding? Okay, bullshit. Bullshit. She's trying to say, oh, I am the serial killer. No way. For one thing, you look exactly like Toko, kind of. Get rid of the gray hair, you look like Toko. That would be so stupid if they did that twice. Not only twice, but in the second case, both times. That would be dumb. There's no way they're doing that. Also what? The mask that was left there. It's got to have been, like, you must have just put it there just to fake people out. I don't know.
Justice?
This is bullshit. She's trying to make us think she's the killer so her brother can get away with it or something. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. She's actually his sister. Which means the sister in the photo... Fill in the blank. I don't know. Forged photo, maybe?
In order to protect the justice of this world.
Now she's looking kind of creepy, but this is both too easy and too weird to be correct.
I do not sully my hands to satisfy personal grudges. There is only one reason I kill. For the sake of protecting justice.
This is so bullshit, and if this is really game, you're being this repetitive?
What are you saying?
Justice is what makes humans human. It's a virtue that human beings should be proud of. Justice is the eternal sun, and the enduring moon, the protective father, and the smiling mother.
This is so bullshit. I mean... You were in the library. You could have easily read about this thing that, you know, Sonya was talking about. Not only that, but what? She only killed, you know, evildoers. How is Mihiro an evildoer? Okay, so she kind of knew about the thing. But is that really enough to make it, you know, get murdered?
Hello? Earth to Pecco! If justice ever disappeared from this world, the world would immediately freeze, and people's smiles would vanish.
Then why the hell wouldn't you go after, if you're... Okay, here's another reason she's bullshitting. Why didn't you just fucking kill Nagito? He's a crazy bastard. If you're gonna kill someone who's doing evil things, I would think he'd be the top of the menu, not Mihiro.
I will not allow that.
This is bullshit. Totally.
It's fine, just stop it.
This is definitely bullshit.
Justice must always be there to guide us, to shine bright above our heads.
Bullshit.
I'm telling you to stop it.
So I must fight. I must continue to fight to protect justice.
She's definitely trying to cover for him because for some reason they have a connection or something. Maybe... how can she be his sister? Maybe the game Monokuma made is bogus? I don't know.
This is... Could she be... As the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil.
Bullshit.
Justice complete.
This is so stupid. There's no way this is true. If this is true, then... Okay, it's because I feel like this is true that I'm saying bullshit so many times. If this does actually turn out to be a real thing, that's stupid. If it turns out she is faking us, then it's not as stupid, but it still feels like it's kind of obvious the direction it's going in.
The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky. That would be me. Sparkling justice! Now then, let's execute justice!
This is definitely bullshit.
What? What the fuck?
He finally said a swear word.
Pecco, what are you doing?
I am sparkling justice.
Bullshit.
In the name of sparkling, shining justice, I have come to deliver justice.
Bullshit.
What's going on? What's this? Chill.
This is definitely bullshit.
Pecco finally snapped!
Everyone, please be careful. Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who claims to be an ally of justice.
There's no way she's actually the serial killer.
Clad in her various hero masks, she is a serial killer who exclusively targets other criminals.
In which case, why would she go after Mihiro? Why wouldn't she go after someone far more criminal like Nagito?
She is supposed to be... But... Huh?
Oh? She said but huh.
An ally of justice? So that's
That's why you're wearing a mask. This mask is the dividing line.
Bullshit!
Just like various idols, the sun is revered because it lies just beyond your grasp.
This is definitely bullshit.
Justice should also be the same.
There is no way this is a real thing.
I don't get it, but this is becoming really crazy.
This is bullshit. What the heck is this? Pico's the killer? Why is it turning out like this? Okay, the more they give me dialogue the more like I'm like, yes, please. You're not being repetitive. You're not being stupid obvious. You're not being this stupid. But I don't get it. What's the connection between Pico and Fuyuhiko? Is Pico really protecting Fuyuhiko? I don't get it. Like, why?
This is turning out to be a surprising turn of events.
And Monokuma's sleeping.
Hey! Now's not the time for you to be sleeping. Take a look. It's a killer.
It's bullshit.
This again?
I get it. Yeah, this again. This happened in the second case of the last game. Thank you for lampshading it. At least you realize.
Huh? Sleepwalking?
So what's your answer to my previous question? Why did you kill Mahiru?
You went through that whole monologue, but it means nothing.
This world must always be bathed in the light of justice. I must not allow even one shadow.
Yeah. So why did you kill Mahiru? Nagito's a crazy bastard, far more on the top of the list of justice. And while we're on the subject, Fuyuhiko, it's implied that he was the one that killed, number E. Person E. Yeah. So, why wouldn't you target him? Unless you're the one who actually killed Person E, or... I don't know.
Evil must be eliminated immediately.
But if you were the person who killed Person E, then wouldn't you be in Twilight Murder Syndrome as well? I would think you'd be somewhere in there.
No matter what, I must not overlook evil.
Evil? Are you saying Mahiru is...
Bullshit!
If you knew about that incident, then you must have played the game. Am I right?
This is still bullshit!
And because of that, I was able to find the killer's accomplice hiding on this island like a sewer rat.
This is bullshit. This isn't even a good diversion, because Fuyuhiko is implied to have killed Girlie, and which is a crime in and of itself. Why are you not killing him? And also, Nagito's a crazy bastard. Why are you not killing him?
Then, the reason you killed Mahiru was...
That is such a minor evil. Not even funny.
To protect justice, of course.
This is just stupid.
In order to protect justice, I have become its merciless sword.
I am not fooled. This is not the truth.
And executed justice.
Nope.
Holy crap! She's such a stereotypical psychopath!
She's doing this to protect Fuyuhiko for reasons I have not figured out yet.
She's so gross!
Peko, is this your true identity?
No, it's not. She was there in the library. She's doing this as an elaborate way of covering for Fuyuhiko.
My true identity? I have already forgotten who I am. It just shows my determination. My determination to protect by throwing away what's most important. I'm willing to become anybody to shower this world with justice.
I don't buy it.
Oh, I can't stand this anymore. Let's just end this farce already.
She's not the killer. This is stupid. But she's not the killer. There's no way. I feel like that's the direction we're going in based on Hajime's inner monologue. Plus, again, it would be dumb if we're doing this serial killer thing twice in a row, like Monokuma said. In the end, there's no mistake that it was Peko all along. No, it's not!
let's go over this incident one more time and then let's end this.
Are we seriously doing this? Is this case seriously that dumb? We still don't know the motive. What? We still don't know the motive. As far as justice goes, that doesn't make any sense. Whatever, I'll just do this first. On the morning of the incident, Mihiru met... I don't know. Hyoko, right? It seems Hyoko made a promise with someone, right? Okay. Next. In order to lure Mihiru and Hyoko... Nope. The first one to arrive at the beach house was... The next one to arrive at the beach house was... What did the killer leave next to the body? Now then, time to wash off the blood. Okay, back to the beginning. Let's see here. So we got this one. In order to lure Mihiru and Hyoko arrives at the beach house, tie the damaged story bag. Hyoko is put to sleep by the killer. Mihiru arrives at the beach house. Okay. What's this? The first one to arrive at the beach house was the killer, right? No, yeah, because the killer is the first one to arrive at the beach house. I think. The next one to arrive at the beach... No, wait. No, the killer was already there, I think is what we're saying. So Hyoko arrives. Yeah. And then Mihiru arrives. Okay. And then, let's see. Where should I hide? Nope, not yet. The first one who found the body was Hyoko. Hyoko left a big piece of evidence in the closet after Hyoko ran away. To retrieve the bamboo sword, I must do this. Okay, back to the beginning. Ish. No, we do need to go all the way back to the beginning, because there's the letter. And I think we have that now. Let me just read this real quick. The killer forged 2 letters. Okay. Killer forged 2 letters. Moving on from this. Got this, got this. Got this, got this. Okay. Where should I hide? Nope. First one to find the body was... Yoko's still sleeping. Hyoko left big evidence. In the closet after Hyoko ran away. Last stalk. Alright. Back towards the beginning. I believe it's from here we leave off. Where should I hide? And then... Hyoko.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
That's it?
The incident began this morning, when Mahiru spoke to Hyoko. Mahiru most likely played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, the video game provided to us as the motive.
Because of what Fuyuhiko gave her, the message.
She probably wanted to discuss it with someone else who also appeared in the game as a character. Hyoko accepted Mahiru's invitation, and they promised to have a more detailed conversation about it later. However, someone else overheard their exchange, the killer. The killer eavesdropped on their conversation and used their promise to devise a specific murder plan. By preparing a specific item, they planned to manipulate the two's actions. That item was the letters. They sent fake letters to both Mahiru and Hyoko. The letter Mahiru received told her to come to the beach house at 2:30 p.m. and the letter Hiyoko received told her to come to the beach house at exactly 2 p.m. By providing different times, the killer was able to lure them to the beach house separately. Hiyoko totally trusted that letter, showed up at the beach house at 2 p.m., just like it said, and was drugged into unconsciousness by the killer lying in wait. After putting Hiyoko to sleep, the killer immediately hid her inside the closet, so they could frame her as the killer later. At 2:30 p.m., Mahiru arrived at the beach house. She was completely unaware that she'd been targeted for murder. Approaching her from behind, the killer struck the defenseless Mahiru with a specific weapon, the metal bat that was left at the scene of the crime. The bat was brought down onto the back of Mahiru's head, and with that, she took her last breath. According to Mikan's autopsy, Mahiru died instantly, so she probably never knew who killed her. With that, the killer achieved their goal of killing Mahiru and began to tamper with the crime scene. They dragged Mahiru's body so that it blocked the door leading to the road. Also, the mask found at the scene of the crime was something the killer personally left. I'm not really sure why. My guess is it's something similar to a calling card. That's how the crime scene we discovered was created. However, by moving Mahiru's body, the killer got blood splatter on them. Plus, the shower room had no water because it was out of order, so they couldn't wash it off. But the killer expected something like that to happen. Instead of the shower, the killer used something else to wash the blood off their body. They used plastic water bottles that were inside the beach house refrigerator. We can assume they carried the bottles to the shower room before the sequence of events had happened. In place of showering, they washed the blood off their body with water bottles instead. However, they had no choice but to dispose of the empty bottles in the beach house's trash can. Littering is against the rules, and it would have taken too much time to throw them away somewhere else. After the killer washed off the blood, they hid in a specific spot inside the closet Hiyoko was in. The killer hid inside the surfboard case that they had already emptied beforehand. After some time had passed, the sleeping drug used on Hiyoko wore off, and she woke up. I can imagine how badly Hiyoko must have panicked when she came out of the closet. I mean, she made plans to see Mahiru, who lay dead right in front of her. From the shock and panic of being considered a murder suspect, Hiyoko fled from the beach house. Because of that, she left footprints in the sand. Everything was a trap set by the killer to frame her. After Hiyoko left, the killer finally came out of the surfboard case and placed a gummy that they brought with them to shift our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Ironically, placing that gummy is what helped clear our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Finally, the killer began preparing to escape from the beach house. They couldn't risk leaving their footprints in the sand, so they escaped the beach house using a different route. The small window in the shower room. However, that window is rather high up and can't be reached easily, which is why the killer used the bamboo sword they always carry with them. The killer took the bamboo sword out of its bag, tied the bag to the sword's handle, and used the sword as a step stool to reach the small window while holding the sword bag in their hand. As long as they're able to reach the window, all they had to do was pull the bag to retrieve the sword. And so the killer left the beach house and appeared before us as if nothing had happened. But their wet hair and swimsuit didn't dry right away. There also weren't any towels at the beach house. So when the killer met up with us, they said they had been swimming for a while as an excuse. So how about it? This is the truth behind the incident you caused. Isn't that right, Peko Pekoyama?
This is stupid, and if this is really the truth, then it's super stupid.
I see. And what of it?
This isn't the truth. We're not done. We can't be. We haven't even established the 3 witnesses. That has to be it. That has to be the breaking point, right? Because Soda Can's Hyoko, who's the 3rd? We don't know that yet. I'm right. I'm right about this. I know I am.
She's like totally cool with it.
Because if I'm wrong, then this is incredibly stupid.
I haven't done anything to be ashamed of.
What are you saying? You killed Mahiru!
Wrong! I punished evil in the name of justice.
You punished such a minor evil when there were 2 other evils with us on this island that had done much worse crimes. And also... Nah.
That's no reason to condemn me.
Whatever. Let's hurry up and vote so we can freaking kill this weird, crazy bitch.
There's no way you can kill me. Justice can never be killed. You should all know that as well.
What are you saying?
To protect what's most important to you, you must be prepared to throw away something equally important.
So, to protect your brother, Fuyuhiko, you're gonna throw away your own life? Maybe? I don't know where this is going. I mean, I kinda do. It's just, I don't know the relationship between her and Fuyuhiko. I don't get it.
Understand?
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Then I shall be direct. Justice must carry on. In order to keep justice, to keep me alive, you all must give up your lives.
Yeah, right.
Are you serious?
It's not serious. It's justice!
It's bullshit!
If I fall here, who will combat the evils of this world?
How far is she gonna take this damn act?
Now, follow your hearts of justice that reside within you all, and save my life to protect justice!
When are we getting to the part where we realize she's not the killer?
Hurry, and carry on justice!
The longer this goes on, the stupider it gets.
Give me a break! Who's gonna die for you?
If we let Peko go, we're all gonna get killed! For the sake of grand justice, a few sacrifices are unavoidable.
A few sacrifices? That's...
Don't worry. The justice that you give your life to protect will never go to waste.
I can't stand her anymore. Let's vote already and execute her.
However, before we do that...
Yes, please?
Monokuma, the vote! Hurry up and let us vote already!
No! Let Sonya say what she was saying!
I'm awake!
We'll die if we vote for her! She's bullshitting us!
He finally woke up.
I've heard your story! Well, I wasn't listening, but who cares? Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote!
This is bullshit, right?
Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
How much longer is this charade gonna go on for?
Such heart-pounding excitement!
It really can't go on for much longer. What? No! What? 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 Are you kidding? Alright, this case is stupid. Okay, it's official.
Can we please have a little more time?
What? Whoa. What the fuck is this? What? Okay, this case might not be stupid.
Pardon me. Can we have a little bit more time? Please let us continue our discussion.
I gotta admit, Peko, if I'm right and you're bullshitting us completely and trying to get suspicion away from Fuyuhiko, good job! It almost worked, but Sonya stopped you. Hopefully, right? Please don't say the vote is final.
Continue our discussion? But isn't the voting over?
Yes, but I cannot help but feel strange. Something about this is definitely strange.
We still don't know who the third witness is.
Strange? What do you mean? There's no doubt that Peko is the killer.
There's very much doubt. Other than the fact they will be repetitive, there's many things that don't make sense. Like, Nagito is much more evil as far as justice goes, and third witness, that's the main thing.
That is true. However,
As a serial killer enthusiast, you're wondering if Peko is really sparkling justice, am I right?
Yeah, she can spot the fakeness.
Hey, Miss Sonia isn't a serial killer enthusiast. She just has a little more passion about them than most.
That makes her an enthusiast!
Honestly, it felt strange to me too. I mean, there's a distinct difference between what we know about sparkling justice and Peko, right?
distinct difference?
Does she know something that'll, like, completely get rid of her illusion?
You know, Sonia described sparkling justice like this.
Justice complete! The center of justice that is pierced by justice! The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky!
Oh, I wasn't paying attention because I already was pretty sure it was bullshit, but I don't think she said this last line, I don't think.
That would be me. Sparkling justice!
What the heck was that? That is Sparkling Justice's catchphrase. The known serial killer has a catchphrase? Read in a magazine in the library. There's only ever been one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice. The article was written in their native language, so I tried translating it. No, but if that was the case, then Peko would have gotten the catchphrase right, unless she forgot. I think I've got the difference between the serial killer and Peko. Height, nationality, nationality.
I see. That's right. According to what Sonia said,
The article was written in their native language, so I tried to translate it.
if she had it translated, that means it wasn't written in English, right?
You mean it wasn't written in Japanese? Come on, let's be serious, guys.
Huh? Yes, the magazine I read was written in Spanish. So, Sparkling Justice's catchphrase was no doubt written in Spanish as well. Which means the journalist and Sparkling Justice are both...
Spanish.
From Spain?
Yes. In other words, she's been bullshitting us this whole time, and all you dumbasses almost fell for it.
What?
Completely misunderstood. When I first heard about those serial killers, Genocider Jack and Sparkling Justice, I just assumed both serial killers were from the same country. Don't be stupid. That wasn't the case. If so...
Peko, you're not Sparkling Justice. There's no way that's possible.
Or, if you insist that you're Sparkling Justice, can you try saying that catchphrase in Spanish?
Yes! Nice!
Would you be able to do that?
It appears that the time has come for this mask to come off. However, that's perfectly fine. It's no longer necessary. And even if you find out now, it's too late for you all to do anything about it. My duty has already been finished.
Not if we have a turnabout.
My duty as a tool has already been completed in full.
As Fuyuhiko's tool. But why? What is your connection? Ah!
Uh-huh. Looks like she's back to normal? That mask has fulfilled its purpose, just as I have.
What do you mean? Fulfilled its purpose? Too late? What are you getting at?
Now that you've already cast your votes, is what it means.
No, take backsies, take backsies!
Hey, be clearer! We're asking you what your purpose was.
We get to re-vote, right? We have to, otherwise it's game over.
I have no purpose. I am just a mere tool.
I don't get it, but okay.
Tool? What do you mean?
She called herself a tool, which means someone else used her then?
Of course. A tool cannot do anything on its own.
I don't get it.
I see. I finally understand. Well, I did have a sneaking suspicion all along.
Still don't get it.
What do you mean?
I mean, besides Peko and Hiyoko, someone else was also at the beach house.
Someone else?
There is proof that establishes that fact. Try to remember it.
And that would be the witness thing. Proof that there was one more person at the scene of the crime, the body discovery announcement.
I see! Are you talking about the body discovery announcement?
Yes, using it as proof, finally.
Yep, that's right. I mean, didn't Monokuma say so earlier?
Is it 3 people including the killer or not? Geez, fine. You want to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time. Okay, all done.
That announcement is made when at least 3 people discover a body. And in this particular case, the killer, Peko, is not one of those 3. If that's the case, it would mean only Hiyoko and Kazuichi discovered the body, but...
I see. That leaves us one person short.
Exactly. We should have gone over this much sooner. Why are we only waiting till now? Like, this is a big deal. Usually it's a bunch of people discovering the body at once. This time, as far as we knew, it was just soda cans.
So that means there was one more person in the beach house.
Plus, the fact that Monokuma tried to hide that truth from us by being flexible with his own rules. That's such a vital clue that it could alter the outcome of the trial. Like an accomplice, for example.
No, that's not it.
Yes, that is it.
Huh? Am I wrong?
Yes, from your basic way of thinking about it, you are wrong. Didn't I tell you? I'm just a tool.
Are you a Kazuryu or something?
That means I'm just a simple tool to be used by that person.
I don't get it. Is she a Kazuryu? Like... Cause... I'd be okay with it. Okay, if it turns out that there was some big hint that she's related to Fuyuhiko, alright, and I missed it, fine. If not, this is dumb.
Therefore, that person would have the strongest motive out of anybody else here, right?
Yeah, this is obvious as well. So, as fucking, where are you? Where are you? Did I go? What the hell? Oh, there you are. I think went all the way around.
You're the only one! Is it Fuyuhiko?
I see. Now I finally see the connection. The connection between the motive and the incident.
It's been there all along. That was like why Fuyuhiko was too obvious. Of course he'd want to kill the person siding with the person that killed his sister. Like, duh! That's why I was like, nah, I don't think it's him. Too obvious. Like, and then, of course, when Pico was doing her whole spiel, he was all like, no, please stop. I mean, come on, how did no one see this?
But even if it's the motive, it's just a game, right? There's no reason to believe it's even true.
Doesn't matter. Actually, yes, there is. The pictures.
Would you call a game like that a strong motive?
You would if there's pictures. The events that occur in the game should have definitely occurred in real life. There's overwhelming proof of that, too. Oh, shit. Evidence. Where's the evidence? Ending prize.
I can prove it with this! I didn't think it was necessary to confirm it if it didn't have anything to do with Mahiru's murder, but...
Really? I thought this is something we would have cleared up right away!
There's no doubt that game is based on actual events. That much is clear if you saw the ending prize. The photos awarded for beating the game are not actual in-game screenshots. They're all actual photos, with the surrounding scenery cropped out. along, Fuyuhiko. Didn't you?
No, duh! There was a letter saying you killed my sister!
You knew whether or not the first victim in the game was actually your little sister.
Okay, on the one hand, if it was actually Peko and she was actually a serial killer, that would have been very stupid. On the other hand, this is obvious. Like, I ruled him out right away, because obvious.
Because whoever beat the game first will receive the ending prize.
What's that envelope? What's inside? Shut up, what makes you have any right to question me?
It was the envelope, right? The person who received the ending prize. It was you, wasn't it?
That's what it looks like.
If you were shown a photograph of your sister's dead body, you'd have no choice but to believe it. Even so, you wanted to deny the truth. That's why you sent those photos to Mahiru to confirm it.
Hey! Why are we talking about Fuyuhiko? Who cares? 'Cause Peko is the killer, right?
No, she's not. Fuyuhiko is. In other words, he was the most obvious person to be the killer. How did we not go over this already? Actually, I think we did, just a little bit. But then we kind of got sidetracked by Hyoko.
But we already voted.
That's why I told you. You're all too late. As I said before, I exist as nothing more than a tool.
I don't get it. What's your connection?
I had no motive for killing Mahiru. No reason to kill. Not even the will to kill. I was simply used as a tool. As long as I am a tool, I cannot defy my orders.
Hey! What's going on? Can anyone give me a simpler explanation?
Fuyuhiko's the killer, and Peko helped him. But we still don't know why.
It means I'm not the killer.
What if after all this, Monokuma's like, okay, revote? And he kind of has to, doesn't he?
The true killer, who used me as their weapon to kill Mahiru Koizumi, was Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu.
So what's gonna happen? Like, is Monokuma just gonna say, okay, revote? Or what? I don't get it.
What?
What the hell?
Why are you acting so surprised? He was the most obvious suspect from the start.
I see. That's what you were aiming for all along.
No, I have no aim. But my young master does. My young master planned this from the start.
So you're a Kazuryu. Was there foreshadowing for that? They might show me if there's foreshadowing for that. If they don't show me anything, could you guys, like, in the comments, tell me, oh, they foreshadow it here, because I don't remember anything like that at all. They barely spoke. There was the one time where Fuyuhiko... Sorry, scratch that, reverse it. Peko went to tell Fuyuhiko about the party, but other than that, nothing, and that's not even really a big deal. If it was the kind of thing where Peko was the one to contact Fuyuhiko every single time, okay, but I'm pretty sure it was just the one time.
Young master?
That is the truth of this case. I'm sure you realize it by now, but it's too late. You cannot undo the vote.
Is this gonna be like a Twilight Syndrome murder case, where we game over and then have to do it again? Or something?
That's a problem. If Peko's allegation holds up, that means our vote was incorrect.
In that case, the person who gets to live is...
Fuyuhiko.
Just... me?
That's nuts! No matter how you look at it, that's completely insane!
The vote was already cast, right? I don't know where this is going.
How would Peko be a tool in the first place?
She took suspicion away from Fuyuhiko and onto herself.
Peko is a legitimate human being!
That's not for you to decide. It's for Monokuma. The votes have been cast. All we can do now is wait and see what Monokuma decides.
Wait a second, I don't get it. Did you kill in place of Fuyuhiko or not? If Fuyuhiko's the actual killer, he gets away with it. if you kill in place of him, then no. And all this smug bullshit is for nothing.
What the hell?
Where is this going? Another B. Man, some of these are just plain bad. 11 points on the second section. That was one of the non-stop debates. 38, I think that was the other non-stop debate that I got stumped on. Everything else I did pretty good on. But, yeah, alright. Actually, you know, square details. Missteps. No missteps. Weird. Time left. I don't know. And then this one. Anyways.
I'm in a bind. And what a bind it is. I guess for now, let's take a quick recess. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Say what? Say what?